My name is Dr. Ralph May. I'm a psychologist. I am the Chief Clinical Officer of the Community Guidance Center here in Indiana. I am also a member of the Health and Human Services Subcommittee here in Indiana, which was formed after 9/11 to help the Indiana community prepare and deal with potential major crises, such as pandemics that we're going through right now. I'd like to take a few moments to talk about the psychological impacts of COVID and what it has on all of us, and what we can do to maintain a sense of control, hope, and optimism. The COVID pandemic is unique because this is not a single stress. It's not like a car accident or a natural disaster like a tornado, or even a man-made disaster. This is a natural occurring phenomenon which has affected the entire world. And it's an ongoing phenomenon, meaning it's continuously changing, and the information regarding it is continuously changing. So one of the things that we want to do is we want to know for sure. We want to know how long it's going to last. We want to know how much danger we're in. We want to know what we can do to cope. That's very normal. There are two extremes that we need to avoid. The extreme of fear, where we're afraid to do anything, where we confine ourselves too much, where we're afraid to have any type of life at all, so we isolate ourselves too much and cut ourselves off from our supports. The opposite extreme is ignoring it entirely because we're fed up with it, we're tired of it. We want to be able to live our lives normally again. So we say that it's not a problem and we go off about our business, which also can be dangerous and negative for us psychologically and physically. So the most important thing we need to do right now is stay informed with good information. Which means make sure we stay up to date on what's going on with the crisis and have good, sound information, but don't overwhelm ourselves with that information. My advice is don't spend all day with COVID. My advice is to keep yourself informed about the current science and state of what we need to do to be safe, and then, as much as possible, go on about your business. Obviously, you know the instructions from the government, the CDC, about social distancing. I would like to argue social distancing is a bad term. It implies that we can't stay connected with one another. Really, we're talking about physical distancing. The concept that we need to maintain a certain space to not spread the virus. That doesn't mean we don't remain socially connected. In fact, we strongly need to remain socially connected, whether that's through the internet, whether that's through interacting with people, just maintaining appropriate physical distance. We should do that as much as possible as permitted under the current restrictions. It's also important to note that our children, our families may have questions. So if you have children, it's important to provide appropriate information, but not too much. It needs to be tailored to their question. Be honest with them that there's a sickness going around, but there's a lot we can do to stay safe and be in control. We can have fun together. We can spend family time together. We can make sure that we enjoy each other's company, that we focus on what is important in life. One of the most important things I can say as a psychologist is there's a lot of mental coping skills you can use. Physical coping skills like exercise and physical activity, games, activities, keeping your mind active. But the most important thing we can do is remember we're in this together. Kindness to yourself, kindness to others is very important during these times of stress. People will rise to the occasion and do very good things. And sometimes people will not do so good things as they get frustrated and angry and confused and afraid. It's very important that we recognize we're under this stress, that people are reacting. The most important thing we can do is make sure we monitor our own reactions. We stay calm, we stay informed, and we stay in a mindset where we will get through this. Because we will get through this. There have been disasters, emergencies, and wars throughout our history, and we survive, we get through this, and we will get through this one. We will get back to normal. Not a new normal, we will get back to normal. It's just going to take time and effort. Each one of us has a role to play. Each one of us can do this. We need to stay safe inside of ourselves, reassured, and continue to provide reassurance to others. That is key. With your children, make sure that you're calm, make sure that you're informed, So, because they will pay attention to how you act and how you react, that's very, very important as well. Reassurance that we're all going to be all right and take appropriate precautions is the key, and stay informed with appropriate information. Thank you.